Okay, so I hesitate a little bit to make this video. There's a lot of existential topics going on in the Sony circle right now, and I don't know where this fits in things. I had a couple dreams Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. I had dreams every night, and I usually don't have dreams. When I do remember them, I just kind of recall them and then they kind of go away because they're not important. The dream that I had on Saturday night was not important, but the two dreams I had Thursday and Friday night have been sticking with me for some reason. I don't know why. And I have no idea what this means. So maybe somebody out here will say something that'll make something click in my brain, maybe. Thursday night, I had a dream that I was on this piece of property. This piece of property, my grandpa had it at one point. The old man had it at one point. The old man had ended up selling it. It switched hands a few times now. When my grandpa had it, there was this bluff out in the middle of the field. He had an old, like one of those old teardrop kind of campers, like those pull type ones, that was like galvanized. It was a fair size one. Like it had like a bedroom in the back and a kitchen, and like it was a pretty good size one. But it was an older one. He just had it sitting out there just for. He used to have like when he'd work out there, it was someplace for him to stay. And then he used to have parties out there and that. And when we had it, we kept equipment in that bluff and whatnot. But it's not really that important. What is important was in that area, the camper wasn't there anymore. My grandpa was there. Some other old guys who I've known over the years. And then probably half of the guys were just old guys that I didn't even know who they were. Every one of the ones that I knew who they were are all guys who have passed on. Odd little piece of information about this. It was all guys, and they were all wearing denim bib overalls. That probably has nothing to do with anything, but and that was pretty much it. Then on Friday night, I have another dream where I'm walking down, I don't know, it was some sort of a corridor, walkway, something like that. It was dark out, but this area was well lit. And there was people walking up and down there, and there was tables, like tables that you could stand at, that were like, I don't know, they looked like an elongated wooden barrel with a wood top on them kind of thing. And I walked by, and I seen somebody who looked exactly like my favorite uncle. And I kept walking, and then it started gnawing on me, and I said, "No, I gotta go back." And I walk up to this guy, and he looked just like Ma's oldest brother, who's been passed away for quite a few years now. Looked just like him, except instead of before, it looked like him before he got sick. But instead of his hair being like gray silver, it was just snow white. And he was dressed very similar to the way that he used to dress, except he was wearing lighter colors. And not knowing what to do, I walked up to him. And I introduced myself and reached out to shake his hand. across one of these tables, because he was leaning on one of these tables, and he said to me, he said, he goes, I know who you are. He said, and you know who I am too. And then we started to talk, and he talked about things that had happened after he passed away. And the way he spoke was, you know, in the past tense, so to speak. And some of it I kind of, at first I kind of just stayed, you know, kind of neutral on it. I didn't really feel like I had any control. I was just kind of floating through this dream kind of thing. You know, because he talked about some family stuff with his immediate family, and I just kind of, you know, played kind of neutral. And then the rest of it, we just talked small talk. And I remember thinking to myself, like, there's so much that I wanted to talk to him about. And I just ended up just small talk. And that was that. I don't know, I'm hesitant to even post this video. It sounds foolish. But I don't know, I just can't shake those two dreams. I guess I'll cut that off there. Everyone, take care.